Hello and welcome to the LCTV News. I'm Mukala Kabongo. In this edition of the LCTV News, Boys and Girls Club renovation, Salvation Army Fundraiser, Memorial Day flag planting, sit down with the Girls Inc., and more. The Boys and Girls Club is undergoing a renovation to transform their Lynn Commons location. The $6.3 million project began on May 16th and is projected to last approximately 36 weeks. Phase 1 of the project was emptying the entrance, the lobby, basement, and the child care center. The next phase of the project will be the demolition aspect. Updates to the facility include air conditioning, heating and plumbing, and electrical units. Improvements to the child care center will help cater 122 students. Currently, it only caters 77 students. The renovation was made possible from the 21st Century Community Learning Center grant. The Galleries at Lynn Arts has expanded its gallery and presentation art to local businesses and venues. This expansion was made possible due to the Galleries at Lynn Arts' successful showing of Emmanuel Legal's work at the Saugus Public Library. The success of the exhibition helped push Gala's expansion of the program, and currently 3 venues have active traveling gala shows. Galleries at Lynn Arts hopes to put art out into the business world as well as different organizations to expand their brand and bring exposure to their artwork. A tentative agreement has been reached with a dozen of the city's unions, according to Mayor McGee during last month's City Council meeting. The tentative agreement is for contracts that run through fiscal year 2019, as well as health insurance for the next 3 years. The city's union contracts are expired. No raise have been included in the past year's budget. According to Sean Cronin, there is no capacity for wage increase through the collective bargain agreements. The next public meeting is slated to take place on June 11th. Lynn English students, along with residents, took to Pine Grove Cemetery for the annual Memorial Day flag planting. Flags were planted on the graves of soldiers who gave their life fighting for this country. First phase of the planting took place at the World War I section, followed by the World War II section, which also had the memorial of the Korean War, Vietnam War, Persian Gulf War, and the war in Iraq. The flag planting is put together every year by the Department of Veterans Services. Now for the police update. A Lynn man is facing charges of drug trafficking after police found large amount of heroin, fentanyl, and crack cocaine at his home last Tuesday. 28-year-old Anderson Oscar was arrested and charged with heroin, fentanyl, and crack cocaine after a search warrant was executed at his Newhall Street home. According to Lieutenant Michael Kimmick, Lynn Police Drug Task Force seized 46 grams of heroin and fentanyl, 38 grams of crack cocaine, along with cash. On Tuesday afternoon, Joel Gomez of Peabody was arrested and charged with fentanyl trafficking by Lynn Police Drug Task Force. Officers witnessed Gomez participating in a drug deal when pulled over by Lynn Police. Lynn Police seized 26 grams of fentanyl, $205 in cash, and a knife. Gomez was also charged with the violation of the city knife ordinance. Clarence Jones pleaded guilty on Tuesday in U.S. District Court on tax fraud and filing false tax returns. For 6 years, Jones cashed more than 7,300 winning lottery tickets with a total of $10.8 million. Allegedly, Jones has paid less than $16,000 in federal tax on a total of $52,000 in reported income. Jones could face up to 8 years in federal prison and pay a fine of $350,000. The all-city track meet took place last Tuesday at Manning Field. Students from Lynn schools all displayed their talents at this inaugural track meet.
Really glad to be here, the first all citywide track meet. A really exciting opportunity for all the runners and track members of the teams around the city to come together and compete against each other. I think it was a great idea to put this together, and hopefully this is the first event of an annual event that'll be something all of the students and those that compete in track in the city look forward to, and they can have bragging rights for the schools, but more importantly, they get a chance to shine for the city of Lynn.
To be able to be here and perform and put on a show for my school is definitely something big. It's exciting because this is the first annual, so the fact that all Lynn schools can come together and compete, have fun, but definitely take dubs and win is a huge, huge accomplishment.
We're all from the same city, we're all brothers, my sisters too, so we're just gonna hype each other up, motivate each other. Hopefully it goes good, goes as planned, as Coach Hogan did it, and see what happens.
So there's great opportunities for the student athletes to really do well in class and compete in the kind of facilities that we know they can excel and be the best possible student and athlete, and we're hoping to see that happen here in the city of Lynn.
The Salvation Army held a fundraiser to raise money for its food pantry, and LCTV was on the scene.
This is the Salvation Army's first annual Fill the Plate fundraiser. So it's primarily a collection of restaurants who've agreed to bring by some food, or we're picking up some food. And as people come in, they get to fill their plate with samples of food from local restaurants. And in turn, the money that they're giving goes to our food pantry. So they're filling the plate of neighbors and friends and people who are in need in their own community.
I volunteered 8 years ago. I first came down during the Christmas season to help with the toys for the unfortunate, and I loved it. And it's been 8 years and I've never left.
Our goal is soup, soap, and salvation. We want to meet people's physical needs as an addition, as well as their spiritual needs, because we know that people won't care about anything you have to say about their spiritual needs until they're physically met. And we want to meet human need without discrimination.
The Salvation Army was always there when I was little, and I feel that I need to do the same thing for others that are growing up, probably without the support of maybe their parents that is not around, or their mothers working jobs and nobody's there to support them. Well, I'm here, and I want people to know that I'm here to help always.
General Electric workers picketed outside of the GE plant as their union seeks a new contract. LCTV spoke with the union president and business agent about the upcoming contract negotiations.
GE attacks! Stand up, fight back! So we start negotiations with General Electric on June 3rd. So this is a kickoff event to let the community know that we're in a fight for a fair contract. Wages have stagnated in this country. The cost of healthcare is unaffordable. And people like at Stop and Shop and people in the South, the teachers in the South that have been striking have been a huge inspiration for us, standing up to greed and for working people. And so we're going into this contract asking the community support to be behind us to defend middle class jobs in Lynn.
This is not a Lynn problem, it's not a Massachusetts problem, it's a structural problem with capitalism and the corporate and financial entities getting the wealth in this country. We need to wake up, we need to smarten up, and we need to stand up. We used to be stakeholders, now it's only shareholders that are recognized. But the communities and the employees are looking for a fair deal and to share in the profits, which this country has gone away from. Our contract expires June 23rd at midnight. I'll be going to Cincinnati Sunday when negotiations begin on Monday. Where we're scheduled for close to a month of negotiations. Nationally, we're unified, engaged, and going for a share of the pie that should be ours. So whatever happens from a standpoint of if the company is take it or leave it, then we'll deal with that when we get to it, but we're prepared around the country.
Ford Elementary School welcomed in DPW workers for Dumpster Day. Dumpster Day is used to teach students about the inner works of trucks used by DPW workers to keep the city clean. LCTV spoke with Ford Principal Joanne Larive about the event.
We put bags, we put styrofoam, right?
So the students today are excited at Ford School as they welcome the DPW force here with different trucks and different jobs represented, and they were all excited about what each of the trucks and the workers do. In anticipation of this day, they have created a poster that they put up to thank DPW, and they're very much interested in what each one of the vehicles does for their job. So I think that it's exciting. You can read in a book and look at pictures, but I think it's exciting when we have the real thing here for the students to see the size of the vehicles, the importance of each one, and also to create a feeling of community that we need each one of these workers and the trucks that they drive to make a city work. For the students here today listening to the workers, they can go home and explain to their family, you know, what they saw today, and I think the excitement here that you see with the students will also support their understanding of what the workers do.
The Goldfish Pond Association held its annual planting day. Neighbors help plant flowers and install the fountains. LCTV sent a crew for the festivities.
I've lived in the neighborhood for about 20 years now, and Priscilla was the original plants person that would procure all the plants and arrange the beds, and she did very, very nice work. So after she decided she had enough, I kind of started helping her and eventually ended up doing all the plant design myself. And the end result is what you see today and throughout the summer, where we have our planting day and we just send out flyers to the neighborhood wherever we can to try and bring the community together so that everybody feels like they're a part in making this what it is. The Goldfish Pond Association, which is kind of a group that maintains the park, started about 39 years ago. Next year is our 40th anniversary. It was just a few neighbors. They decided they wanted to clean up a traffic island, so they put some plants in. It turned into multiple traffic islands. It turned into 8 little beds and a main bed. So overall now I think we have 13 plant beds, and on years when we do a lot of the small annuals, we have thousands of flowers. Sometimes whenever you have that many flowers, it's so amazing to have so many people helping out and planting, plus the good weather. This year turned out to be much better than expected, and as you can see, we have at least 4, 5, 6 people on every bed. It's really amazing.
LCTV sent a crew down to Lynn Beach for the annual beach cleanup. Residents and community leaders helped clear Lynn Beach of litter. This is part of Lynn's ongoing initiative to keep the city clean.
Cheryl Davis, part of the Lynn Community Association, one of the board members here. My daughter Chelsea Nash. We come out every year to help with the beach cleanup.
My name is Coco Alansug. I'm one of the board of directors of Lynn Community Association, and we partnered with the Friends of Lynn and Nahant to clean this beautiful beach and this beautiful area of Lynn. And we're so proud that we have a lot of volunteers come down. There's probably, at my count, 60 people so far, and George is one of them. He can tell his experience about today.
My name is George Mateus. I'm a resident of Ward 3, and I'm a volunteer, and it's a great opportunity for everybody to come down and help out, clean the place up. Summer's coming,
So thank you. So we encourage everybody to check our Facebook and our websites. Just put Friends of Lynn and Nahant and Lynn Community Association Incorporated, because there will be a lot of events and programs and activities that you can volunteer and help out. So thank you.
In this week's Community Connector, we take a look at the YMCA 5K, which took place in Nahant. Here is this week's Community Connector.
It was very fun, very scenic. It was nice to run along the beach. Nice to be out here with all these nice people. We're out here repping Kettle Cuisine.
Go Kettle.
We are the nationwide distributor of wholesale soups, so get your fresh soups from Kettle Cuisine, guys.
It was hilly. It was hillier than I think we thought it was going to be, but I think it was great. Like, I haven't really been running consistently. Yeah. I like that it was challenging. It was a beautiful day. I mean, I like that it was a 5K. Yeah. I don't think I could have really run much more today. It's kind of early, but
yeah, it was a little early. It was a beautiful course, and it was great to be up and out early and contributing to a good cause. But it was not my race day.
It was fun, great energy. Looking forward to do it again next year. Kind of like coming out here.
Well, we really want to get the word out about staying healthy. Keeping on top of your fitness, and this is a great way to do it. What better way than out here with all these great people? We use competition, we've been training for only 2 weeks. We didn't have that much time to get ready, but
yeah, we definitely slacked. And what better way to take a step in the right direction with health than being kind of competitive?
Exactly. So hopefully we'll be back out here next year. Better times, better spirits.
Yeah.
I think that when communities do something like this, like you said, it does bring people from other cities to come join for one cause for the Lynn YMCA. I know I've experienced other situations where I've gone to other towns, they've done similar events, and I think it just helps unify people from other towns, bring people together for one cause, and kind of builds confidence within a town as well. So I mean, that's always a good thing.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Lynn Lowdown. We got some special guests from the Girls Inc. They're here to talk about the STEMS program of the Girls Inc. Well, how you doing, ladies?
Doing good, thank you.
You almost got hit by a car, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cut the way to start the day or come in here. But besides that, you guys you got a new STEM program that you guys are gonna be having this summer. Tell me a little about that.
Sure. So our Eureka Summer STEM program is something that we've been doing for many years. So we're actually recruiting for girls going into grade 7, 8, and 9th to join our 6-week summer program. It's July 5th until August 16th. It's Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 3:30, where we give STEM classes in the morning. We have lunch, and then we have athletics. Yep. And then each week we do field trips. So one field trip every Thursday. And the best part of the program is that it's free.
Well, Nothing beats free.
Yeah.
From what I learned. Now, how do you get these two young ladies involved, Abby and Noelia? How did you guys get involved with this program?
Okay, so so I do the year-round program for Girls Inc. For 3 years, and every year I would do Eureka, and there's usually packets in the hallways where it's free for all, everyone can get them.
So, how did you get involved with the STEM program? How long you've been involved with the Girls Inc.?
For a year now, almost 2, and I got involved by my relatives and some of my family.
Now, with this STEM program, what do you guys hope to get out of the STEM program? What's something that you guys are hoping to learn from this program?
From the Eureka program?
Yeah.
I feel like I've already learned so much. It has like so much opportunity to build friendships and have trust and just new activities. So I guess I'm just hoping for that same experience again.
Is this your first time in the Eureka program, or
No.
no? So what have you been picking up since you've been a part of it? What's some things that you've been learning throughout the years?
Like, I've been learning more about myself, that I like more sports than like basketball and football, and that I'm actually smarter than I think.
Well, that's good confidence to have. It's always good. I wish I had that confidence when I was your age. Now, you as being part of the mentor program coordinator or supervisor, just you put this on, and what are some of the other initiatives that you got going on?
Yeah, so at Girls Inc. of Lynn, we have 3 separate programs. We have the school-age childcare program, the middle school program, and the teen programs. I supervise the middle school programs, which includes our school year program that Abby was talking about, Odyssey, and then our summer program, Eureka. So I coordinate that along with our director, Lena Crowley. And we have things going on all the time, but our focus really in the summer is the STEM component. So for girls going into 7th grade, they have 2 classes. One is the STEM class, and one is the patterns and problem solving class, which is a math class. They also have a personal development class called Mi Vida, Mi Viaje, where they learn about their bodies, their confidence, their friendships, their relationships. For betas, which are girls going into 8th grade, they have design and engineering and technology class, along with Mi Vida, Mi Viaje. And then for the bridges, the rising 9th graders, they have ACE, which is academic and career exploration, and they have Beach Sister class, which is marine science and environmental science class. On top of their personal development class, which is taking care of business. But here's the kicker, is that if girls come to our summer program as a rising 9th grader and they have good attendance, good behavior, they do the program, then they're eligible for a paid internship the following year. So the summer before 10th grade, they will get a paid internship. For example, Abby is going to be our Bridges cohort, which is our rising 9th grade summer. And so as long as she does what she always does, which is great work and participates and has good attendance, then next summer she'll have a paid internship through our program.
Oh. Now, what are the internships?
Sure, the internships happen over 6 weeks. It's 25 hours a week, and it's anywhere in and around Lynn. And so we look for businesses and organizations that may need an extra hand, that's willing to teach our girls life skills, work etiquette. So if you're interested in hosting an intern, let us know as well. We're always looking.
Seth, somebody's passed that message to Seth. We need some interns here. Being a rising freshman, just tell me a little about that. Just looking forward into the things that this program can help you with to help you go in life.
I say the benefits would be learning about myself and learning what careers I want to choose. There's going to be classes that go over STEM and sometimes even field trips that go over STEM too, and I want a career with the environment, so maybe the inventions that we see or the engineering processes could relate to the career I want. Okay, so you're looking to get into your engineering is something that you're kind of weighing your options right now. Further along. So are we thinking MIT in your future? Harvard? Maybe not.
Why not? Why not? You can do it. How about yourself, Wood? What is STEM? What are the things that you're learning in STEM that's helping you think about your future?
I'm learning engineering, as she said, and I really like that, and like how we learn about the engineering process and how there are struggles along the way, but we can overcome them.
Now, an organization like the Girls Inc., where you guys, there's so many people, so many kids, different ages and stuff. How are you guys all able to interact with and just talk about STEM and just learning about STEM together?
Well, the environment's like really calming almost. There's like so many opportunities. Sometimes we do group work, pair up. So even after the program, we still have time off to just like be by ourselves and just talk, build friendships and maybe learn the same interests that we have.
Now, why is it important for them to get the young ladies involved into programs like STEM? Because as we can see, technology is big now, and you see a lot more women going into tech, and not the usual just going to nursing or stuff like that. They're going into other fields, and technology is one of those fields.
Right, and like even with nursing, a lot of it's STEM focused, right? And so young women now may not know that, so we want to expose them to a lot of STEM opportunities. It's really important that our girls know that they can do anything that they want to do, but we want to make sure that they know what their options are. And so if we don't talk about STEM, they don't know that they can go into environmental science or that they can go to MIT. They may not strive for it because they don't think it's an option. Although a lot of women are now going into those STEM fields, we need a lot more to get into those STEM fields, and our girls can definitely do it if they want. So that is why we do such a big push on it. It's so important that our girls, who are our future, who are so brilliant, can be exposed to it and then have those opportunities, along the way.
Now, if anybody wants to get their children involved, their daughters or cousins or whatever involved in the program, how can they do that?
Yeah, definitely. So if you are interested in getting your rising 7th, 8th, and 9th grade girl into our Eureka Summer Program, they could visit our website, girlsinklyn.org, and go under programs, and our brochure and application are there. They could also come in to our location located at 50 High Street, Lynn, Mass, right across from High Rock Tower, if they want to come in and get more information as well. It is important to know that there are only 30 spots for each grade, and it is a process to get in. So there's an application packet. We do ask for like latest report card and a teacher recommendation form. That's all in the packet. Then they have to do an interview. For these ladies, they do not have to do an interview because they came last summer and they did really well, and so all I need is their application packet. And so for new people coming in though, there is an application and interview. We want to make sure that the girls that join our program want to be there. That they don't have to absolutely love STEM, but that they want and are interested in getting to know STEM.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a good thing that you're doing over there.
Thanks.
I got some little cousins that I should drag over there.
Yeah, you should.
Their problem is English. English ain't their first language, so
that's okay. We can help.
Yeah, I got to get them over there. But time has come. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys got bright futures on your hands, especially going into technology and STEM and all that. But yeah, come back anytime you got any programs. We'll be more than glad to, help you guys out with any type of advertisement and stuff like that.
Thanks so much.
Not a problem. You guys are watching the Lynn Lowdown, and we are out of here. Now for the sports update. St. Mary's Lady Spartans routed Pope John 19-6 to improve to 15-3 on the season. And we aren't moving. Okay. Let me just start that one over. Oh, man. Now for the sports update. St. Mary's Lady Spartans routed Pope John 19-6 to improve to 15-3 on the season. The Lady Spartans scored 6 runs in the first inning, led by Sam Parazinski's 3-run home run. Marina DiBiazzo contributed with 2 runs and was 2 for 3 at bat. Felicia De Alessandro was 2 for 4 at bat with 3 runs, and Talia Smaller added 2 runs for the Spartans. The Spartans hosted Essex Tech, in which was another victory for them. The Lynn English boys improved to 13-7 on the season after their 9-6 victory over Ipswich. Bulldogs pitcher Ethan Labb was strong on the mound, pitching 4 shutout innings. Next up for the Bulldogs is the state tournament. The St. Mary Spartans are now 16-6 on the season after going 3-0 last week. The Spartans got victories over Lowell Catholic, Spelman, and Peabody. St. Mary's got 2 shutouts during the 3-game winning streak. The first was an 11-0 shutout of Lowell Catholic, followed by a 14-0 shutout of Peabody. Classical Rams softball team shutout Lynn English 12-0. Ava Fogliata got her first start at varsity for the Rams and put on a show. Fogliata struck out 8 batters for the game. Now for some upcoming local events. North Shore Juneteenth Association will be hosting its annual Juneteenth flag-raising ceremony on Tuesday, June 4th at City Hall beginning at 6 p.m. Speakers and honored guests will be in attendance as well as performances. The final presentation of the Lynn Waterfront Master Plan will be held Tuesday, June 4th, beginning at 6 p.m. The public meeting will focus on the final proposals for the waterfront open spaces. Residents are encouraged to attend this meeting. The Adult Spelling Bee will be taking place at the Old Time Italian Cuisine on June 6th. Competitions begin at 7 p.m. Proceeds from the Spelling Bee will be used to fund scholarships for the 2019 Summer Youth Theater Intensive Program. KIPP Academy's KIPP Massachusetts 10K will take place on June 9th at Nahant Beach and Playground. Registration begins at 9 a.m. and race starts at 10. On June 11th, Team Kathy Mitchell will host a fundraiser for the North Shore Cancer Walk at Rowley's Tavern. Food and prizes will be given to those in attendance. LCTV's next Paramount film series will take place on Monday, June 10th. The movie choice for June is Indiana Jones. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Movie begins at 7. Free popcorn and beverages will be available. Congratulations to all the students who graduated. We here at Lynn Community Television wishing you all nothing but great things in your future endeavors. Congrats to the class of 2019. Thank you for watching the LCTV News. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure to visit us at lyntv.org to watch any show anytime on your computer, tablet, or phone. I'm Mukala Kabongo. Have a great day.